Alright guys, how's it going? Sorry for Task Force Game. We've got some more Arma news, so we're keeping on top of the updates and things like this. This is Dev Report 2. So it's going to have a look at recent operations, developments, future updates, things like that. So thank you for the continued support. I'll tell you now, since the last update, we have had less crashes, but I feel like more issues. I just played an hour now, and there was just some frame drops and just some performance issues that I've noticed. So if you guys have had anything like that, please put in a comment below. Let's help each other out as a community, etc. So let's dive in. Dev Report number 2. Here we go. Okay, attention. Welcome to the second Dev Report, in which we'll inform you about our most recent conducted development ops for Arma Reforger. You'll find various highlights and upcoming changes, updates which are currently in development or will be in the near future. So, intelligence. We are well aware of the issues in multiplayer. I wish I'd have read this before I just tried to stream it. And these have our utmost priority to resolve. We already applied multiple network-related fixes and improvements in the recent updates on both platforms. Our main focus here is to improve the network traffic and fix desynchronizations during gameplay, since those are the primary cause of the disconnections you may have experienced. Our secondary objective is to improve connectivity to servers and the usage of mods. Various other noteworthy changes are fixes to rendering artifacts while using picture-in-picture weapons, scopes, the inventory menu. These should also fix some flashing textures, bright artifacts, and dark building. So I've had some of the flashing textures, like, I didn't really have an issue before the update, but now the update's happened, I'm getting quite more flashing textures, frame drops, and it booted me out. It was so bad, it ended my stream for me, because my stream was like, whoa, this is bad. End it, cut it off. So it was pretty bad. But added inverted control options on gamepads and fixed audio issues on Xbox. Do you use inverted things on gamepads? Because if you do, man, that's messed up, man. Improved cancelling of binding input actions on PC. Many of these fixes were also communicated in the minor update changelog on the 1st of June. Wherever others will arrive on upcoming update. We will spend significant time on processing your valuable feedback. A lot of people are reporting the feedback and things like that, so that's good. If you noticed a bug in game, whatever, send it to these guys because they are on it. So that's all you can ask for, man. It's a new game out. It's a new engine. It's new everything. It's brand new. So, and it's Arma as well. It's got the modding community. It's got everyone on it right now. So there is going to be some issues, and really there's only conflict to do right now. So hopefully they're going to get on that. So yeah, we've generated a plan with improvements be made for more updates. Only example is a fix of very annoying bug which causes items to be reordered in containers as you try picking them up. I've had that. So you pick up a Dragonov, you go to the container, you pick up the mag. Every time you right click to put it in your inventory, it's like a little mini game. You got to keep finding the mag every time. Not really an issue, but is an issue. We'd also like to thank server admins for helping us with diagnosing issues. This had, for example, led to one fix related to player count on servers. That too should help with some of the connectivity issues, especially on higher cap servers. Operations, we're of course continuing our investigations on multiplayer issues. So some of the things on the list are going to do is fixing and saving upon exit and continue feature, fixing enemy nicknames being visible in direct speech communications, fixing the incorrect first person camera position on AI characters, adding better spawn protection for conflict and other game modes. Okay, so need some spawn protections. Obviously, people are coming to spawn camp now. Logistics. We received a lot of questions and we'll restore on Xbox. My light is dead bright, man. It's making it hard to read this. Xbox server to the higher player limits. Okay, so yeah, a lot of questions. So at the minute it's at 16. I was hoping this would help with connection issues. It was on 32, so they obviously allowed it. So they're going to increase the limits as soon as we solve the most pressing networking issues. We want to avoid causing more issues. Same trying to identify, reproduce, and fix the current ones. Having said that, so they want to fix all this stuff before they move on, basically. Once they've got this stuff patched out and working, they will restore player count and start working on adding things to the game rather than, yeah, adding more stuff while there's still issues here, which is pretty good. So it's our intention to get more of you enjoying conflict together on Xbox as well. Another frequent request was open a forum section at Arma Reforger after removing some technical obstacles. We're happy to invite you back to the familiar community watering hole, as well as the other places you're all actively discussing the game. We'll do our best to read through your discussions, reports, and suggestions, even if you may not always get a direct answer. Please know that we have plenty of devs lurking and absorbing everything. So like I said, if there's any issues, click on this. I'll put this link in the description of the video so you can go on and tell them your issues. Have you also kept track of flow modding documentation? Drop in on the official wiki, so keep your eye on there. We know you are hungry for all the information you need to make your creations, and we already arrived at some great crowd-sourced intel. Just keep in mind that there's just the very beginning of the new era of Arma modding. Of course, we'll continue to deploy our more official documentation. Finally, you may recall us mentioning upcoming few official example mods. Hexavate, in our last dev report, we plan to deploy it to the workshop next week. Expect a tiny single-player game built as mod to Arma Reforger. Expect a tiny single-player game built as a mod to Arma Reforger. That's quite unlike the game itself. And please note that this effort has not taken away any core developments from fixing issues. We'll have more details in a little blog alongside the release. As always, we thank you for your patience, support, and feedback. The next generation of Arma has only just begun. It's going to be a wonderful journey together. This is interesting. So, we plan to deploy Workshop next week. Expect a tiny single-player game built as a mod to Arma Reforger. They're going to add a little single-player thing for us to do so people can test it out without going into conflict. That sounds pretty cool. Well, that is it for the Dev Report 2. If you have any questions or queries or anything, feel free to put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Apart from that, you've got the links here that was from the link in the description as well, Familiar Community Watering Hole and the official wiki. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.